Hi, this is Angie McMann, and you found Money Manifesting Monday. Are you dollar blocking yourself? Do you have a poverty mindset? What is your relationship with money? Pick one set of messages and go to the timestamp listed in the description box below. Choice number 1. Your advice for this week is face your financial fears. When you're honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. So, fears of financial fears, especially success or failure. Are you afraid of failing, or are you afraid of succeeding? Which those two words stood out to me, which is psychologically, it's very interesting. Sometimes we don't even realize we're blocking ourselves. Are you dollar blocking yourself? You're like, this, if I start this, what will people think? You can't worry about that. If you really want to be an entrepreneur and you really want to increase your wealth, you're going to have to address that. And there is no failure. There's only another way to do it. That's something that I've learned the hard way, is that it's not failing. It's learning how not to do something. And then you just keep going. And then the answer comes to you. I promise that. That is a truth. So now we have beauty. Embrace your unique style and own it. So you don't have to be like anyone else. You know, you don't have to worry that if you're looking at the world saying, I want to do this thing, offer this business, and no one else does it, but you're holding yourself back because you're worried about what people will think. No, see, this is telling you to be you. So, and if you're looking at a career that happens to be in beauty or fashion or hair or jewelry or design or any of those things, this is a sign for you that now is the time. That fear that you're having is not necessary. Okay? Spirit's saying you're ready. Your inner world must match your outer world for things to change. So you have to have a growth mindset. Get past that fear and just start. Spirit's got your back. Look at there. There it is. Success will find you. It's going to find you. Just don't give up. All right, we're going to do one more card from Spirit. I want to draw one more for you. There's just that insecurity emanating off of this. What else do they need to know this week, Spirit? One more card. Oh, look at that. Jumped right on your deck. Transform. See, and this is what it's saying. They're saying you've got to do you. If you want to break through those internal blocks and that struggle, you have to do something different. So you're just paralyzed. I'm getting you're just paralyzed. So just let it go. Take that first step, dip your toe in the proverbial waters, as they say, but you got to start somewhere. So just do it. Just do it. It's coming. Your breakthrough is coming after your first step, because success is going to find you. See there? I'm wishing you all the health, wealth, and abundance. I will see you next week. Pile number 2. Your message is dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal, because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. So there you go. Pay attention to your dreams. Spirit's trying to give you your answers. It's trying to tell you something. You know, you're going to find it. So try and remember anything you can. Go to dreambible.com and look up the symbols of each. So if even, it doesn't matter how silly it is. At the end of this video, I will put my dream interpretation video, access to that for you. But so pay attention. You don't have to remember every single detail. But let's say if you dream about a purple cow, okay, you're going to look up the color purple, and you're going to look up the word cow. And if there's 3 purple cows, look up the number 3. It's basically that simple. Just break it down. And when you place the symbolism together, you'll see an answer. You will see what's going on in your mind. You will see, something that's happening during your real waking life. And that has never failed me. So, pay attention to your dreams this week. Your next card that came out is animals. And it's funny I said purple cow and now we have animals on the table here. All right, so you're being asked to follow your instincts at this time when making business decisions. Any career in working with animals, rescue associations, or veterinary field could be for you. Connect with your power animal to improve your finances. Now, I'm taking back to the dream thing. If you have an animal in your dream, you can look up the spirit guide of that animal, and that too will give you an answer. If an animal shows up around you, look up that. There is Stephen Farmer, I believe, is the gentleman's name, who wrote many books on spirit animals, and I like to look that up especially when a bear will be in my yard, or you see a possum, a blue jay, all these things that they're right in your path. It's an answer. There's something they're trying to tell you, like slow down or pay attention, or even if you have a mouse or if a bird flies at your car, pay attention to what kind of animal it is, even down to the smallest things, and you can look up the symbolism for it. I believe the universe uses everything to get our attention if we choose to see it. It's about awareness. Psychology, it's about awareness. And if you're ready for the message, you'll see it. So just pay attention. Animals are big for you this week. Well, look at this. Beware. Be prudent. Things are not what they seem. Careful who you talk to regarding money or business matters, and don't make any type of financial commitments right now. So this is okay. And then again, look at this, another animal. The fox is about being crafty, right? If you look up the spirit animal for a fox, it's about being crafty. So when you're looking at your dreams and your animal symbols, take time. Don't rush into anything for your new entrepreneurial endeavor. Don't rush into anything. This is about a fact-finding mission, and that's what Spirit's saying. They're going to give you the answers. They know you're excited, so just be careful and slow down, okay? The fox he's the trickster, right? Fox is the trickster. So if it sounds too good and somebody's giving you an offer that's too good to be true, it is. And the nature will show us that. So dreams, animals, be careful, slow down. What else do they need to know, Spirit? What other help can you give this viewer for their week ahead? What else do they need to know for all right. Scheduling. Avoid overwhelm. Save time and energy by automating your social media marketing. Schedule it on a content calendar. Now, if you haven't started your business yet, this obviously, if you started your business and you have a social media plan, that it's reminding you to pay attention to that. If you haven't started your business yet, this is saying schedule how much time you're actually spending on it, so you're not sitting there flipping through TikTok for hours when you could be focusing on your business, okay? That can be seen 2 ways, okay? Those who have a business in plan need to take a look at their social media calendars and schedules and plans, and those of you who are just beginning who don't have that yet need to pay attention to how much time you're spending goofing off and it's blocking you from moving forward, okay? I am wishing you all the health, wealth, and abundance, and I will see you next week. Pile number 3, your message this week is bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or a hike with your pet, meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity. Connect with the limitless vastness. There is something about being outside that makes you realize there is a big, beautiful world out there. And it only seems to be when we sit inside and stare at our screens and get all this ugliness, news, chaos, death, destruction in front of us, that we feel lost. All of our energy is drained. We feel angry. We feel like we're coated in tar of ugliness and anger and sadness. And that's why it's really important to disconnect, have time away from your screen. As hard as you work, we're in a burnout culture. We need to get away from our screens for a certain amount of time. Even if it's 10, 15, 20 minutes a day, it is so important. The idea of that the last moment that you have on your screen is the moment you fall asleep in bed with your phone in your hand has to stop. It must stop. For you to move forward in any type of abundance and wealth, you need to take a break and reconnect with the world. And I mean in nature. It will give you peace. I promise that. That is true. Now we have angelic help. This is a time to trust in the universe and know you will be provided for, right? Burnout culture. Let's go back to that. I'm getting this again. I'm seeing this person. Somebody is just so afraid that they're going to not see that email or they're not going to see that text message from their boss, and this needs to stop. There is a career or blessing lining up for you. So stay positive and believe. Pay attention to the signs your angels are sending you during this time. So being out in nature, you will get messages from nature. Nature gives it to us all the time. You ever have a ladybug land on your knuckle, or a butterfly comes through, or even a buzzing bee will come right at you and you might skip away from it. Maybe you're allergic and you kind of panic, but those are little tiny creatures that are truly trying to get our attention. And they are spirit animals, and they don't happen every day. So look it up when these things happen. These are synchronicities. And I think that it's the universe trying to use everything in our world to get our attention. Sometimes it's a license plate, if you've noticed, right? The angels are there for you. You have a connection. It's up to you to choose whether or not you open up. It's like a ringing phone, right? The angels are calling you, ring, ring, hello, and you're not answering the phone. They're like, we're trying to tell you something. So pay attention to what's going on in your world. Look up from your phone, your screen. Take a break from your desk, okay? You are meant to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. And the angels will help you with that. Now here's goals. Don't let the world lead you. Take the steering wheel and take control of your life. And there it is. Back to burnout culture. You're working for someone else. But you know what? Believe it or not, you get to say no. Respectfully. We wait till we get really angry and upset and burned out. And then my boss is such a jerk, and it doesn't have to be that way. If you put boundaries on your time and take that break that you need, and your boss may be a jerk, but you're still in control of your life, your body, and your mindset. Where your mind is. You're responsible for it. They are not. They don't make you feel, you make you feel. So if your boss is being a jerk, you can realize that it's not really you. They're just taking it out on you, and you step away, right? So this would be a good time to write down your goals and aspirations. And if you want to get away from that jerk boss who you just know you'll never be able to please, it's time to move on. What do you want to do? And the angels are there to help you. And if you get that quiet time out in nature, you'll be guided. Okay, that is a promise. That is a universal promise. Take the step to change, and change will come. So we're going to do one more card of advice. Real big. Here we go. Goals. And now we got create. Okay? Get creative. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Here's the danger. Please do not start focusing on what you think you have to do. I want you to think about what makes you happy that you do all the time, that you could start making money doing. Because what comes easy for you, what brings you joy, what makes you happy doing it, is exactly what you should be doing. No matter how silly you think it is, no matter how silly. You think of the boys who created the airplane. And there was others, honestly. There was a lot of other people who did it, but the Wright brothers are the ones who get credit for it, here in the United States anyway. And what we hear is, can you imagine being their mom? Yeah, my little ones are outside trying to fly, and their friends are going, oh my dear, oh dear, no. Are they really? Oh my goodness, aren't you worried about? And it doesn't change. You still have to be creative. Do you be happy? And you know what? They did. They ended up flying, and so can you. So can you. So fly, loved one. Fly, my little entrepreneur. So be happy and make money doing it. I am wishing you all the health, wealth, and abundance, and I will see you next week. Take care. Pile number 4. You chose release jealousy. Oh, we all have that, don't we? Somebody else is doing better. Somebody else has it. Why do they get it? So jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire you rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. So when you feel that little twist in your core, in your solar plexus, that little jealous, why do they get that? I want that. Instead of feeling, as soon as you feel that, say, you know what? I can have that too. What did they do? How do I make that happen? And if you watch what they did, it doesn't mean that it's going to go exactly that way for you, but that's all you have to do is tweak your mind from they shouldn't have it, I should have it, to I will have it. I'm going to do that. And that's all you need to do. It's literally that simple, that little perspective shift of I felt that because I'm jealous that I want that. And as soon as you can acknowledge that moment that it happens, you can instantly shift it to I will have that instead of being jealous. And it's a common thing. There is no shame. There is no shame in this, only if you keep going with it. If you start getting bitter and resenting everyone around you, that's on you. It's time to change your perspective. So jealousy, let's get rid of that. And the past, here we got a hang up on the past. Something from the past is coming back, perhaps an old job or an unfinished project. So maybe you started something, you're watching other people get further along in the career and that you want, and the universe is saying, we're bringing it back. Here's your chance. The ball's getting lobbed right back to you. So you're going to hit it, or are you going to just run off the court? So look at the past to understand the future lesson. There was a lesson there. You didn't fail. You never fail. You only saw a way not to do it again, right? That's what mistakes are. They're learning experiences. So you could be earning or receiving money from something you did in the past. So keep going. That's what the universe is telling you. Keep going. Stop worrying about, no, it's not that you shouldn't worry about other people having something you want. You need to learn to tweak that feeling. Change it to, I will have that. How can I learn from what they've done, their experiences, so that I can do the same? Now we have a halt. So you have money has come to a complete halt or slowing down. Don't borrow more than you can repay. Debt might be piling up. So this looks like, all right, now we see a bigger picture here. Something you started in the past, a project or a career path you wanted, didn't happen the way you thought. It took a little bit of a change. Something happened. Now you're feeling bitter and jealous, and you're in a situation. But Spirit is trying to tell you what to do and where to go. And it's up to you to open up, release the bitterness, release the jealousy, so that they can start talking to you again, okay? You can't hear past that lower vibration. If you're stuck in that, I feel bad about this and I'm really angry and if you're stuck and you're just letting your mind spin, you're not getting the downloads that the universe is trying to give you. You have to look up and focus on, you have to look up. You have to raise your vibration. So how do they do that? Let's do one more card. How do they do that? How do they raise their vibration to get out of this jealousy and this debt that's piling up, Spirit, so they can move on with their entrepreneurial world and their career? How do they release this energy? What can they focus on? Show us what they can focus on to get out of this energy. This one, contribute. Build your authority by creating content for your own website and by guest posting on popular blogs in your niche. I out of all of this, I just heard, have you started a blog? This is something good to write about. You could actually benefit from writing a post about this, an article, sharing this feeling and how you plan on getting out of it. It's really wise statement that we teach what we needed to learn. So, in other words, the thing that you struggled the most with, that you might even feel a little bit of shame or embarrassment that you even went through it, is exactly what you need to help people with. And the biggest example would be drugs or alcohol abuse. If you were an abuser or a user and you changed your lifestyle, you help other people do the same. So in this case, this jealousy feeling of whatever your career goal is, the thing that you struggled most with, write about it, because emotions, especially when you write, come through, people identify with it. So there is your tip for this week. Take that ugly feeling, decide on how you're going to get out of it, or practice getting out of it, and then teach others how to do the same. And that's how we lift each other. That's how we all lift each other up. Okay, that's fantastic. I'm excited for you. So there's your way of getting out of it this week, getting out of that lower vibration. I am wishing you all the health, wealth, and abundance, and I will see you next week.